So a multi-chain dApp is a dApp that is deployed on multiple chains with separate, isolated instances. You can actually access the users, the liquidity, the data that are present on every type of ecosystem, on every type of chain in a secure way. Because the whole experience, the whole cross-chain experience can be abstracted. We built what we call a modular system that basically breaks the bridge into different layers. The first layer is what we call the transportation and verification. So we looked at the space and said, okay, what's the most secure path that exists today between, I don't know, to a rollup, for example? Well, it's actually the same rollup bridge. So we plug into the same rollup bridge, and we use that to communicate between the different chains using Ethereum as a hub. And when that is not available, we have an optimistic system on top of it that connects, I don't know, two different layer ones where there is no native bridge that will be trustless otherwise. And so this creates another issue, which is the latency, as we said before. So we created a third layer on top of it, which we called a liquidity and execution layer, where basically there are liquidity providers on the receiving chain that said, hey, you users should be waiting for 30 minutes before having your cash or your tokens on the receiving chain. We will give you the cash for you in exchange for a micro commission, for a micro fee, and then you can go and do what you want, and then we, liquidity providers, who will wait for the slow refund coming from the optimistic path. And the good thing about this layer is that it can also be an execution layer. So this is what we're focusing on. It's a layer that allows you to execute transactions on the destination chain, all with one click, all with a smooth experience for the user. So if you want to go for a Binance chain or a chain that is not directly connected to Ethereum, we apply an optimistic mechanism. So there is that's the most secure way to currently connect these two chains. And then if you want to go from ultimately to optimism, we plug into the native bridge. And in order to speed up the whole process, we have this fast network of fast liquidity providers that give you the cash immediately. With this type of technology, you can really build cross-chain applications. So it becomes a platform for developers to build cross-chain applications. One thing is cross-chain lending, for example. Imagine a lending market that allows you to deposit collateral on one chain, ETH on Ethereum, and then allows you to borrow a stable coin on another chain, Polygon or wherever.